Hey, what's up? You are watching Anntionette Devereaux, and this is part 2 of my Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion recap done by me. Anywho, before I go any further, I want to give a shout out to my social media critics that make it so much fun to be on this wild adventure. So, much love to all my peeps on Twitter. You can follow me at K underscore Anntionette. That's K underscore ANNTIONETTE. So, and all my peeps on Bravo's website. What's up, Bravoites? And of course, I cannot forget my girls on the Real Housewives of Atlanta Facebook fan page. So before I really get deep into it, let me just put this disclaimer out. Makes no difference. Yes, I'm crossing my legs, so I'm getting serious now. Makes no difference if you are Team Nene, Team Phaedra, Team Kenya, or Team Portia. I don't really care. I am Team Entertainment. And whomever entertains me, I am present, I am here, and I am accountable for, and I'm going to make them accountable for making me giggle and kiki and ha-ha. Okay? So let's get into it. Now, what Bravo did with this reunion is they gave us a 3-course meal. But for real, the general consensus is they could have just given us a 2-piece and a biscuit and we would have been cool. Because this second part was a little bit dry. Kind of like, Melba Toast, non-saltine cracker, sourdough roll, kind of boring. And we were buzzing off the cocktail they gave us last week. But luckily, a girl like me, I keep some butter, some spread, some jelly, whatever. I can make a spread out of anything. So when I went back to watch the show again, I picked up on some crumbs that was dropped off the table. I don't know if you guys got some of these, but if you didn't, catch them. Okay, so let's get into it. First of all, Nene Leakes, house mother Lanithia Leakes, was in her feelings when she was talking about she's not impartial, and there are teams, and she wished she could have tap her neighbor at church, Kenya, and be like, girl, you are misbehaving. She wished somebody tapped her. But we all know you would have to slap Nene because ain't nobody gonna hold her back. Anywho's and anyways, that was all good. You got growth, whatever. Then she went on to talk about Greg. See, I can uncross my legs because I'm going to get real deep into it. I'm going to lean into it. Then she started talking about Greg and her relationship, about how when they initially got married, he was, well, she didn't get into this, but I'm going to get into it. He was the breadwinner, and we all know, she came from a merry-go-round type background, the adult merry-go-round background. And so she feels that Greg had problems when her dreams started to manifest, and that he realized the grass was greener on the other side. Well, look, let's just not completely throw Greg under the bus here, Nene, because you know what? I kind of feel like maybe the real problem that you guys had is you was acting brand new. You were acting snatching the shrink wrap off the package, popping tags brand new, girl. And I think maybe Greg kind of got a little bit like, hey, hold on, don't forget, it's not too long ago you was going on that merry-go-round. Now you was going on that merry-go-round, you know what I mean? Because I will never forget this scene. You have done me wrong as your wife. And I'll never forget you checking Dwight for running around telling people that Greg had loaned him some money. And then there was this infamous cell phone conversation that was recorded by one of Greg's friends where he was saying he wanted a return on his investment. Now, what was that? What was the investment? Greg invested in your career, and maybe you came home and was just a little popping it, because you have been popping it on us a little bit too. And you know what, Nene, for real, I'm so glad to see you succeed and go on and do other things, but I gotta keep it real, okay? Now, just because, like, no tea, no shade, that's what they say, right? No tea, no shade. Well, this ain't no tea, but this is a little bit of shade and contour. Just because you got a new nose, and some new teeth, and you on the new normal, it does not make us forget about the old ratchet Nene, okay? Because that's how you got where you are. And I'm not trying to pull your slip and show your drawers. However, you are showing us your drawers just a little bit, okay? So pull your slip up. Let's see a little bit of humble pie. Alrighty then. So then you start to say that the other girls were spreading negativity about you and your blackouts. And what I call a blackout is because you sat there and said, that you didn't flirt with Peter, and that was some malicious lies. You didn't flirt with Peter, girl. All of a sudden your nose went, "Wah." I just remembered how, it just grew a whole inch because you lied. Girl, we all saw it. You was all up on, you was sweating Uncle Ben. You was trying to be the butter on Uncle Ben's rice. We saw it. Peter sexy. Is Peter coming? Woo, woo, woo. Now, what I caught was some body language between you and Cynthia, because Cynthia reached over and gave you that tap your neighbor, like, it's okay. We didn't already cross that bridge, honey. Don't turn around and look back. Don't get salty about it, right? So they already they let that pass, okay? Then you brought up the fact that some of the girls was trying to sabotage your relationship with Greg by, befriending Marlo. Because Marlo was dating Charles Grant, and it was rumored that you dated Charles Grant too. So you turned around and you confronted Phaedra for trying to befriend Marlo and bring her on the show. Then that's when ish got deep, because Madam House Mother Nene Leakes had to get one of them girls together, because we already know that she is the reason why a lot of them girls are sitting on that couch sitting pretty and showing their asses for change for TV. It's because of Madam House Mother Nene Leakes. Y'all saw that little thing, that little finger roll, girl. She was giving you Vera from Harlem Nights, because she turned around and she said, oh, and you want to shoot me in my pinky toe? Well, let's talk about it. So then they got all up in the backdrop story from they did some old way back when, digging in the archives, blowing the dust off of the shade or hate, where Miss Phaedra, first of all, Miss Phaedra tried to act like, what you talking about, girl? What you talking about? I don't know what you talking about. That's when Nene had to be like, so you really gonna sit there and act like you did not try to befriend my sisters and have them film at your baby's party? Me and them are estranged. They're my half sisters. You really tried to get all up in the mix with my half sisters. Are you gonna try to say you didn't do that? And so Phaedra sitting there stuttering and muttering, and Phaedra, let me tell you something. Truth to Phaedra is like light to a vampire, like garlic to a vampire. But Nene had that daggone wooden stake, and she was getting ready to nail that coffin shut, honey. And I know Phaedra was like, look, I know I'm dressed, I'm coffin ready, but I didn't come for all this here. Y'all trying to send me off. Anywho, so Phaedra, we really got to see a glimpse of what kind of chick Phaedra is. Phaedra is one of them shady chicks that she'll chunk a rock and hide her hand and go, girl, please. Nene had your hands like this. She had you up. She had you spread, honey. First of all, she wrapped you up and got you together. Honey, she gave you the bundle package. She gave you the Time Warner, Comcast, Vonage bundle package, honey. She said, you better get this message and you gonna learn today. You don't never win when you play dirty. You don't never win. Ooh, yes, that was nice acting, Nene. You gathered and bundled that honey boo-boo together. And then Phaedra had to sit there and give this old piss poor excuse of an apology. She said, well, you know what? I thought we were past that. I apologize, but I'm not going to lick your booty. Life is too short for that. No, honey, life ain't too short. It ain't never too short for you to lick a booty, because you love you some booty, honey. And we know how you lick a booty. You lick a booty off screen. You're going to send Nene a big old nice Easter lily wreath and tell her, oh, Nene Leakes, I'm so sorry. Because you know good and doggone well, Nene Leakes is a mob boss, okay? You don't want to end up like Sheree. Because I highly remember and I recall when she pointed to Sheree, when Sheree tried to drag her son into this garbage and mess pile that she's making money off of, she said, don't play with you on the wrong team. You are on the wrong team. Have we seen Sheree? No, ma'am. We got to catch Sheree on Ayanla fixing her life, honey. Nene tried to tell her, you better get your life, but now Iyanla is going to tell her, I'm going to fix your life. Whatever happens, I'll be tuned in for that too. So another thing that that was called out about Miss Phaedra is, Cynthia brought up the fact that I heard you say that you didn't give a whether I came to Aiden's party and I gave you the tape, and she started swatting the truth like a fly. Girl, what's that? What's that you doing? It's called the truth. That wasn't no mosquito. You was swatting the truth away. And then you turned around in the same breath and was going to invite Nene's half sister to to your son's birthday party, and your rebuttal was you were upset because people should come to his party to support him, but you was trying to pull an old stunt. And you ended up looking like a crash test dummy both times. Because Marlo hopped on Nene's team and you saw them sisters never filmed. Okay? So, since we're talking about Phaedra, what else I want to say about her? That nasty kiss. No, ma'am. Some viewer called in or wrote in and said, what's up with that makeout session? When I saw you and Apollo kiss, that was like a tonsil. What do they call it? Tonsil. When you get your tonsils taken out. I mean, was he trying to examine, trying to get all in? Oh, that was it just made my skin crawl. Because I don't know about you ladies, but I like a man who knows how to kiss. I think if you know how to kiss, I mean, it don't always mean that, but I daggone don't want nobody just coming at me like the predator, just trying to suck all the life out of me. Boy, doing too much. He a pretty man, but he can't kiss. Anywho, in any way, yeah, Phaedra, they pretty much handled you. Okay, so let me see. I done wrote some notes down because I want to make sure I touch on all of this. I am not. Okay, Oh! That's what I want to talk about, y'all. Did you guys catch when Nene was bundling up Phaedra? Did y'all catch that crumb that dropped off of the daggone table? I had to go back and look at it a second time because I saw somebody on Facebook, pull my little tail like, hey, did you see that? So I went back and watched. Now here is the crumb, y'all. I can't believe I almost missed this. Did y'all check it when Nene said to Phaedra, we all have a past now. We all have a past. You wouldn't like it if I brought Angela Stanton's name up. Dun dun. Who is Angela Stanton? And then Kenya said, because she's in my dressing room now. Dun dun. Oh my God. Is this going to be an episode of JR Dallas? Like, who shot JR? Oh my God. Are y'all going to bring Angela Stanton out? Okay. For those of y'all who do not know who Angela Stanton is, Angela Stanton, Stanton, Google it. Angela Stanton. She is a convict that wrote a book called Lies of a Real Housewife, or Real Lies of a Housewife. Ooh, I can't get it right, y'all, but just Google it. Anywho's and anyways, there is a YouTube video out there where she is talking about the whole thing. She met Phaedra. Phaedra introduced her to Apollo, and Apollo introduced her to his brother, and they were all in cahoots on some, I kind of feel like Nene on this. I don't know if I want to talk about it. I don't know. I don't know. You Google it. I'm just going to drop the crumb on you. Now you Google it, okay? Because I don't want to get into that. My spirit don't feel right about that. I don't know. I don't know why. My spirit just don't feel right. Got to move on. Okay. Next up on the docket was Kim Zolciak. Kim Zolciak came rolling in. Now, looking like she was in a big old green dress. She wasn't looking like no bag of money. I don't know what she was looking like. Actually, I do know what she was looking like. That's a nice dress that she had on because we saw how it's supposed to fit on another one of the Housewives. I think this chick is from New Jersey. She wore the dress appropriately because she does not have big bosoms like Kim. Kim wore her real hair. I guess she felt like, look, if I don't wear a wig, these heifers can't snatch it. I think she would have looked better had she put a little bit more effort into her hair. That's kind of the look that I went for today, the effortless look, and not for no reunion anyway. And if she did something with her makeup. So Kim comes in, and Kim does look better because Kim is happy. And here's my perspective on Kim. I do not co-sign adultery, no way, no shape, no form. However, I do respect people who go on reality TV and they show you themselves good, bad, or indifferent so that you can probably get a perspective of a mistress or a kept woman. And that's what Kim did to me. And one thing I like about Kim is Kim always kept it real. Now, she might have been clueless about the fact that she was in love with a married man, but she just told you that. You gotta, she just told you that. She just that. I don't think she tries to hide much. So they got into it about why Kim didn't want to hang out with them, didn't want to go brunch with them, had all these excuses. But from what I feel like Kim is suffering from classic newlyweds. she has newlywed syndrome. Anytime a woman gets married, it's all about their husband, and especially when they have children, it's all about their husband, it's all about their kids. That's all you're going to hear, and then that's how it is. So I do really believe that Kim was over hanging out with the girls, and I can't say that I blame her for not wanting to leave the country pregnant. Y'all saw what happened in Anguilla, and that just would have been too much. So it's a good thing. I agree with Cynthia. It's a good thing that, she did go her separate way. However, then she brought up the whole, now see, I'm going to get on you for a minute, Candy. Candy, you know what the problem that you have with Kim Zolciak? The problem that you have with Kim is not really don't be tardy for the party and royalties. It's the fact that Kim Zolciak cashed in on her uterus before you could cash in on your uterus, and then she named her child something that she's getting from don't be tardy for the party. So you are like, daggone it, this woman, she just is a thief. But I tell you what, honey, she knows how to get her paperwork together, because I don't know why you would need to LLC a child's name, but she knows how to. When she hears something, she protects it, and that's what you need to learn how to do, Miss Candy. Okay, because for me, Nene was right. You did get excited about being on the show, and you were excited about befriending Kim because you took a turd and spun it into gold, because she cannot sing. But it's a good thing that you were able to do that, because who knew that you were such a dynamic? Who knew that you were a gold spinner like that? So it did let us see the world that you're in. So you need to give her a shot, because she kind of resuscitated your life. So just let her have that song, and just get over that name. I mean, I understand that you like cash and you like names that have to do with financial transactions. Honey, what I suggest that you do is you name your baby Cream. Stands, CREAM. Cash rules everything around me. Go get the money. Dollar, dollar bill, y'all. I mean, if that's too hood, you can name the baby, I don't know, Lira, Dinero, Peso, Beacon Score. Honey, name it Beacon Score. I don't know. You're creative. Come up with another name. And stop passing your ideas out like farts. You can pass, you pass ideas out and you pass farts out around people all day, and they smell like the ish, but until you make something solid happen, it's just hot air. It's just gas. So stop telling everybody your ideas. Okay? I think that pretty much does it for my recap. I really can't think of anything else that I want to say. No, that's about it. So I will tune in with you guys next Sunday. I'll try not to wait too long, but I do like to kind of let the dust settle and see what everybody's saying, so I can make sure that I am not just giving you my own biased opinion. Okay? And if you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe, and maybe I'll continue to do this. I don't know, a little motivation, a little, kudos, bravos, and hand claps. Anyway, had a good time. Gotta go.